FBI launches probe for wave of texts ordering LGBTQ plus people to report to re-education camps. The FBI announced today has launched an investigation into a wave of hateful texts targeting queer and Hispanic communities. This followed the wave of racist messages sent to Black individuals post-election. Some texts ordered LGBTQ plus recipients to report to re-education camps. Diana Brier, a 41-year-old lesbian, received one such text on November 10th. The message referred to an executive order and instructed her to check in for transportation to some undisclosed location for an LGBT re-education camp. It also mentioned Trump and the date of his inauguration. The FBI has not specified how the senders obtained the recipients' identities. It is also unclear if the messages originated from the same source as those targeting Black individuals. Advocates like Roman Palomares of the League of United Latin American Citizens have condemned these scare tactics as attempts to spread panic in marginalized community. The investigation continues, but it is clearly a scary proposition for unsuspecting members of the LGBTQ plus community. I can't imagine getting a text like this. I can't imagine getting a text like this. I would be beside myself, freaked out. Like, I remember when the racist text went out the day after the election, to our Black siblings, and I was like, I was in such disbelief, but then it moved to being scared, right? To being scared, because what is on the mind of these people who hate us, right? What is on the mind of these hackers? You know, and if it's not the same people who did the first ones, they're still part of the same group. They still have the same mentality. They're still thinking of these scare tactics that work because you get something on your phone saying this, and it catapults you into a sense of, is this the future? Is this going to happen? You know, my wife is beside herself since the election. And, she's like, they want to put us in concentration camps. This is what's going to happen. I mean, like, she's fearful, and she's got the right to be, and she's got, some proof as to why she is. You know what I mean? Like, Dale, what do you think?
Well, it's horrifying, and they're continuing to branch out to marginalized communities. That's what's happening. It's continuing to branch out, and I think it will continue to do so, because these people, I don't like these people, the people who voted that person into office are angrier than they were before he won. So they're taking it out on all the people who don't deserve, nobody deserves this kind of treatment. Nobody.
No.
And you know what's interesting also, that they use LGB. They don't even use
I'm sure they have something reserved.
Our trans, what is this LGB? You're either lesbian, gay, bisexual. They don't even acknowledge our full acronym.
Our full acronym.
They have to do QIA, but at least they're not even including the trans or the queer.
Well, it's hard to imagine that these are only scare tactics, especially, I'm sure you saw this, there was a neo-Nazi march in Columbus, Ohio over the weekend, and they were marching down the street with flags with swastikas on them. So, if anything, these texts and marches indicate to me that these people are serious about their hateful and deadly agenda, and now they have the man in office in January who will help them probably carry out their agenda.
And he's not even in office yet, and it's already starting, so imagine how January is going to be.
That's what I was about to say. Joe Biden is still the president. Kamala Harris is still our VP. And just because the votes went in his favor, which, 7-8 million votes, already everybody's out. Those people are out of the hatred closet. Already, planning for January. Talk about getting ahead of things, but not in the
not in the best way.
No, wrong way.
And is it messed up that when I read this story, my fifth thought was, okay, FBI, go probing into it. You might not exist come January anyway.
The Justice Department is going to mean if Matt Gaetz is an attorney general. Come on.
Listen, I am waiting for the pillow guy to be appointed to something. Tell me what he's going to be appointed to next.
Nothing.
Wow.